Hi friends, this is Suzy, your Candy Crush guru, here to help you solve the puzzle of level 5159 in Candy Crush Saga. If you find these videos helpful, please like and subscribe. So let's take a look at this. It's a legendary level where we have 19 moves to collect 9 dragons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. They're all on the board. Unfortunately, they are covered in crystal candies under licorice locks and sometimes in these areas that are surrounded by candy cane fences. Also, they kind of block the alleyway for us as well at some points. And so the more we can open up on here, the better we'll be. But we're not going to solve this with just being able to open up little bits and pieces. We need a big fire here. So I can move this way to work under this. I could move this way to make a grouping of 4 and get a fish. Yeah, fish aren't terribly helpful here. I think I will take out the blue, which will also take out the purple, and then maybe drop some new things for us. Not really spectacular stuff. I don't have a lot of blue down here. Let's do this. It's going to drop the orange. Now I can make a fish. Meh. I think I would rather clear the path for when I'm able to make some things happen. Now I do have some stripe dispensers on the board, but first I have to get over to these areas, and even if I set off this stripe, there are layers upon layers that have to be eaten away at. Now I finally have the opportunity to free this and bring it downwards. It's going to get stuck right here, but that's not a bad spot to be. It's just not the best spot. I still have to keep looking at freeing these guys. At least this one is now, his chains have been removed. Oh, see, look at this. It's awful. And then the other thing is I've got this conveyor belt. So after things start floating through, then what happens is, let's say I get all of these guys unwrapped. Well, if they're in the wrong spot, I'll not be able to drop them downward. So I don't see anything I can do in these areas. Let's come down this way and hope for cascading. Mildly helpful. Mildly. All right, let's send off a fish and see if we can get anything here. Make more fish. I'd like to set this off where it is. I don't see that opportunity. Now you might think, it doesn't seem like this is the first time she's played this level. It's not, and look at how poorly I'm doing. I only have 7 moves left, and I still have 7 of these guys captured. It's just one of these ridiculously difficult levels. And I've gotten close a couple times, but that's when I've had the opportunity to maybe start with a color bomb or use a color bomb wrapped, or even a color bomb fish combo is pretty good. Even a striped wrapped combo is good if we can get enough of them. We have to get a great number of them operating over and over in order to really make this worthwhile. I can bring this guy down. You see, it's important to be bringing things downward when we get the opportunity so we can get things collected. However, collecting these 2 right here still isn't, or maybe 3, still isn't going to do much for the guys that are just bound up along these edges here, these wings. That's where we need to concentrate. So yeah, I'll probably be stuck here for a while, and I'm very close to running out of turns here, which means I'm either going to have to go, and I might do this. I might go unlimited lives. I'll more likely do a private browser, but I don't get to create fish in the private browser. So, but the fish aren't extremely helpful. I'm not going to worry too much about that. All right. So what I'm going to do is pause, come back with a new board, and probably 172 new boards. And once I solve this, I'll have the microphone off initially, but once I solve this, I'll come back through and narrate for you. Oh my goodness, this one. Now, just so you know, this is not a winning attempt for me. We've got 2 attempts here to be seen, and this one contains a pitfall. Look at how well things are going. I've got a few really good things. I could move the wrapped, but I'm going to make this striped, send the fish off on its own. The fish wrapped isn't very helpful here, but look at all of these wrapped we're getting in here. That's a good sign right there. We're opening up those bands that are getting the dragons trapped. And look at this, a nice stripe wrap plus a stripe or 2 over to the side. So we're really trying to clear out those wings. A color bomb. It looks good. Everything looks right. Maybe I can get something to go with that color bomb. I don't really like any of the colors I can put just together with that. If I had blue, ooh, look at this. I might be able to get it with this purple here. Yeah, sadly I don't have purple exactly where I want it, but it's enough to collect some of these to get that to start going. Now I need to drop these guys down. I could try to go for a color bomb, or I could just start dropping them automatically, or I could keep making a lot of stripes. So let's try that, because I'll get a color bomb over here, and then I'll get a color bomb blue stripe. This is beautiful. This is going to clear out a lot. Look at these guys. They're dropping down. So I have 6 moves left. I have 5 dragons left to get. And only one of them has a lock, and we've got this green here. And I could just take out green, but I think I have to make another color bomb. So I have a color bomb combo. It's all looking great, right? We think it's good. If I do a color bomb, I'm going to bring 2 dragons down. I'll still have 2 more to deal with. I could just take out a color and make sure both of these dragons kind of slide down onto the right path. It's really important that they come all the way down. And so I do this and they head downward. Okay, so that's looking good. Now I've got all of the dragons open. I can collect the dragon that's down here, and look at that. That's the tragedy. It slid out. It slid through. There was no way to predict that because I didn't have the knowledge that that kind of thing might happen. But with that empty, that can happen, and now I know. So now I have to try to maybe blow things up in this general vicinity and try to get him somehow to slide out, but it's not going to work. You're trying to do that. And now he's on a path of no return. I can't redeem him unless I had used a switch hand. There was just no way to redeem him at that point. So sadly, anything else I tried to get the other dragon down wasn't going to work. And of course I didn't focus on that. I focused on, oh my goodness, I have one that's heading in the wrong direction. Now, this is the winning one. So here I'm able to construct a color bomb right away. Of course, that's going to be helpful. Yeah, let's just take out a color. Ooh, I've got green or blue. I'm sorry, green or blue or purple. I kind of like, yeah, let's take that out. Let's open up a lot of the stuff that's in there. Let's use those stripes as best we can. Make more stripes. I'm not getting as many wrapped this time around, at least not in the spots where I want. This wrapped isn't as valuable unless I can pair it up. So now I've got a stripe I can make. And this is kind of, oh, here we go. So what do I take? I like the purple, the orange, if I had more orange in right spots. But if I do the green, it's horizontal, vertical, horizontal, vertical, horizontal. So I've got some of that. Horizontal, vertical, horizontal, vertical, horizontal, vertical, horizontal. I've got more purple in there, and I've got more purple down here. But the green was better aimed to make the horizontals in the wings, and that's what I needed. Okay, I want to make sure I bring these dragons down, right? So should I get this collected down here because I don't want another pitfall to happen? Color bomb, it's beautiful, and I can bring this down, or I can try to set up a color bomb stripe combo, but I'm so afraid about these dragons. I think I have to do that. Okay, so now I can bring this one down. I still have an opportunity. Oh, I could try to bring that purple into alignment by taking out the intervening part, except nope, because there the purple gets collected, but I still have a color bomb green. Although, hold on, this is even better. A striped wrapped combo that hits the wings. Now, all dragons are open, but of course we know we're not home free. I think I should just take the combo and try to get the dragons that are on the board straight down and out of the way. Oh, that one didn't drop all the way through. I wanted him to. And now I have to figure out the best thing to do while this guy is kind of floating around up there. I kind of want to clear a path so that I have room for the other dragon. So he's going to be coming onto the conveyor belt, and I have that purple where I can move one dragon out of the way and bring the other dragon down. And that area is now filled in. That wing is filled in, so I don't want to blow up a whole bunch of stuff because I don't want that wing to be depleted. So I'm going to make what I consider to be kind of a tiny little move. Okay, so now I'm going to move the dragon out of the way and bring this one down and try to get both of these together, and I don't think I can. Shoot! I can't even reach. I don't see anything. Matching the blue together would collect one dragon, but the one in the dead center column isn't going to be able to come down. I could set off the stripes so that the center one is down, but then the other one is left behind. I'm going to have to get some luck to be able to collect both of these on the same turn. I'm going to have to get some cascading or maybe use that one fish that's on the board. Because I don't see any other way to get this done in one turn. So if I use these stripes, I could hit the fish and I could hit the blue stripe, and hopefully we've got enough momentum to bring that guy down. There has to be something else I can do. I'm not seeing it. How do I get rid of that one right there? I think I have to do the combo and hope for the best. And make sure that I hit the fish when I use the combo, so the fish can help out, and that didn't seem to work, but I still have, there we go, the cascading at the end as the conveyor belt shift. So I got a considerable amount of luck on the end after I think I played fairly well and tried to make the best of a level. Of course, it wasn't hard on the heels because there were some intervening ones, but shortly after I almost got the level solved and then had that awful pit that got filled in with the dragon. That just made my heart sink. Oh my goodness. So I found this one to be extraordinarily difficult. I was able to do it without boosters, but it took about 95 to 100 tries. We were right at that 100 threshold, maybe even a little bit over 100. Sometimes I lose a little bit of track how many tries it took me. Not easy at all. I did not like this one. But yay! Got it done, and I got it done without boosters. So even on these levels that seem impossible, the more you play, win or lose, the more experience you get. And experience will help lead you to victory, and perseverance will ensure you get there. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to put those below. And as always, thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.